What is up, YouTubers, gamers, fellow hobbyists? Welcome to On the Beach Repeat, the hobby along, paint along series that you put on in the background whilst you do your hobbying or painting. I talk about whatever I want. Some of it is even hobby related. Hey, tell you about my week, whatever. And yeah, sometimes, normally I do this with a cup of tea or coffee. I've not got any beverage today. It's just, time. I just have an hour before bedtime, really, because my wife's talking to our daughter on the phone for an hour, so I'll only be pottering around doing other stuff. So I thought, well, I might as well do some hobby. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think I've got everything that I need. I'm going to be finishing off some Moria Goblins in terms of lead belcher. Then I'm going to be working on the bases of my Army of the Dead, just dry brushing a little bit of XV88 on their bases. If we get any further than that, I'll cross that bridge as and when. Anyway, without further ado, grab your glues, brushes, paints, models, whatever you need. Let's get to the bench and have some fun. Right, so here we are. Glasses go on. I'm shaking the old lead belcher bit here, and I've got one of those palette things in front of me, palette paper sheets, and I am going to be filling it down with water, my favourite medium, because it evaporates. Doesn't spoil your detail. These are older models anyway, so they're not the most detailed of models out there. Right, so here we go. Got these dudes. I don't know if we can get a bit closer here. Yeah. Right. Okay. So yeah, we're kind of starting with the lead belcher, and he's got some armor on him, which is cool. So that's what we're going to be going with. Right. So how's your weeks? My week. Video wise is actually quite good, because I've actually got this week's it's an on the bench actually for Friday, but it's going. I did an on the bench primarily because I wanted to even the number up a bit. Do you know what I mean? It was like, I don't know what episode it was. Like, say it was 459, it was the next one would be 460, or it was 449, and the next one would be 450. I just needed a nice round figure. Don't want to leave it stuck on an odd number for a while. That's not me. I get twitchy about things like that. Aha! I can hear them speaking next door. That's good. They must have connected and got through fine. Here we are. Yeah. So just a little bit of armor, really. He's not wearing a helmet, so I guess that's okay. Right, okay. Been seeing a lot of videos lately pop up on my feed about, are we living in a simulation? Do you know, it freaks me the hell out. It really does. I mean, are we? I don't know. You watch enough of them, you end up thinking, I don't know, are we? AI, is it taking over? Is it talking about AGI now? It's pretty scary stuff. It's incredible, but scary at the same time. Okay. I have a feeling that this episode I'm going to run out of miniatures. Because I haven't planned it very well, you see. There's one here. Oh, I don't know. Honestly, don't know what some of the detail is on these. Whether its armour is metallic or leather. I honestly don't know. Right. That's okay. He's definitely wearing metal on his legs, like armour plating, shin guards and things, so you can wear that, that's fine. Dylan's doing very well with his training. He's always going to be training, so he's never going to stop training. There's never going to be a day where I say, like, alright, that's it, he's done training now and I don't need to do it anymore. Training with a dog needs to be a daily thing, alright? So I guess I'm just trying to head off a question before it comes my way. Speaking of which, I haven't had a lot of interaction with P&Qs lately. I mean, I did say it doesn't matter because I'm going to be doing them anyway, and I'm going to be doing them anyway, but I was hoping for a little bit more, but that's fine. It was good that I came across a load of questions. So, I mean, I could barely, I'm used to sort of thinking of questions to myself. I could barely come up with one a week or one a month, like, you know. I just sit down, think of a question. I can't think of anything. I'm rubbish at it. So that was a bit of a godsend, really. Coming across those gems. Oh, it's nice to be doing a paint along. I didn't think I'd be doing a paint along on a Tuesday evening, I've got to be honest. I mean, I'm not complaining. Not by a long stretch, but I didn't think I'd be doing it on a Tuesday evening. So I've also got to think about what to call this episode. Well, Moria Goblins and Pelennor Fields. Because my Army of the Dead that I'll be working on in a minute is from the Pelennor Fields box set. Yeah. Yeah. There's a very small detail here. But that's okay, that's okay. Not feeling the love with work this week, I'll be honest. That's just work and people mainly. I just people are really how do I put it? Getting on my wick. Oh, for goodness sake. You know, you guys, if you guys know me at all, you know I hate presenteeism, right? And I've often said the department is rife with it. Well, another thing I hate is martyrdom. That's rife with that as well, I'll tell you. Just gets my goat every time. I'm not going to go into it because it riles me up too much. But, just get on my wick, you know, it really is. Come on now. Get real. 5 left here. Right, so he's got a spear tip, that one. They all seem to have armour on their legs, so that seems to be a common feature here. Get that done. What else has been bugging me at work? Just the way people word things. They don't seem to speak plain English. I don't know what they want half the time. Come to plain words, man. You know, I don't know what the hell you want. I find it frustrating at times. That I've got a variety of green skins for these goblins, and even sort of browny green. Like, wow. Deathworld Forest I call brownie green. It's kind of like a brownie. And Battle Dress green, that's like a brownie green to me. It's as green, it's as brown as it is green, you know. They definitely have a sort of, I don't know, like a brown hue about them, some of these goblins. Yeah, it's been the weather has been an odd one today. By that I mean 1 minute it's raining, the next minute it's sunny. It's like it can't make its mind up what it's meant to be doing, and I find that very odd. It's the beauty of being indoors, eh? Oh, got 3 left on this. 14 minutes in and 3 left. Well, I like these ones with the spears. They're nice and easy to reach or access all areas. Do you know what I mean? The poses are good. Okay. I'm on a lot of medication these days, and I'm trying to come off some of it, right? So I'm trying to wean myself off some of it, because I just, you know, too much medication can be a bad thing, I think. Certainly not a good thing. But it's not easy. Some of it I can't come off if I just can't. It's vital. But other stuff is things like I need to wean myself off so that my body's natural chemicals can take over. You know. There he is. That's looking good. Right, we got 2 left. Archer. Get the archer done. Again, he has no he has no helmet either. Some of the archers do, I notice. But I bought the box set from Games Workshop for well, not box set. Well, yeah, a box set of Goblins, because I couldn't get an issue 1 of the old magazine, Lord of the Rings tabletop magazine, with the Goblins still with it, so I had to buy some. Now I need them for the battle scenarios, and they're designed to teach one how to play the game over a period of time. And that's something I'm hoping to create for you all as time goes by. There we are. So last one here. Let's do his shield first. Big old shield. Big old shield. Helmet. Big old shield, big old helmet. Quite a bit of metal on these guys. I wouldn't do non-metallic metal on these guys because they're too small. I'm thinking about having a go with one of my bigger models to demonstrate it. I don't think these size models are good for demonstrable purposes. Something like that, because it's nice to see the transition on the non-metallic metals. I know, me, non-metallic metal, right? The big advocate for not doing non-metallic metal. I've changed my mind over the years, okay? I'm allowed to do that. I think it's a very skillful and relaxing thing to do these days. And one should be very proud of their results. I suppose we all did it back in the day originally when there was no metallic metals available. And all we had was the greys, the blacks and the whites. There we go. That's all the lead dots are done. Now, what I'm intending to do is my army of the dead. I'm gonna need tissue paper. Well, actually, I'm gonna shake my XV88 on the electric paint shaker, so do bear with me, guys. I'm gonna pop that on just a sec. Oops. Get the strap on it. Give it a big good go. Make sure it's nicely shaken. There we are. I was going to go with Steel Legion Drab. I thought I don't get to use the XV88 much as it is. And well, no, I use it on these guys. Ah, dear. Push my goblins up a bit. Ah, come on. Sorry, I'm trying to sort my goblins out and they're misbehaving like goblins do. Right. Now, let's take a line from my army of the dead, a line of 4. Let's get some XV88. I don't think they do XV88 in a dry brush form, I don't believe. But you know, we'll have a use of this. I'm wanting to put some flock on here also. Job with little dry brushes, it doesn't last long. I may even put a touch of Longbeard Grey on them as well, just to splash over the bases. That might be good. This is going to represent the battlefields, which are quite muddy, and yeah. There'll be a little bit of grass on there, I think, here and there, you know, not a lot. Right, it's done a line of 4. We need to do another line of 4 here. Do you remember I was telling you about the series I'm watching, Inspector George Gently? Brilliant series. I love detective series on TV. Just love them. But oh no, I need to wipe that off. Got a bit of XV88 on the main guy. Can't have that. Can't have any splashback. He's a ghost, so it would go through him. Alright, so popping that down there. So one thing about ghosts. Easy colour scheme. It's almost a shame because they'd make great figures to paint normally, like with woods and leathers and metal and all the rest of it, but they are ghosts. Wow. My wife had an interview today for a job working for the same company but in a different department. I mean, it's a big company, and I really hope she gets it because it will mean less commuting down to Plymouth like she has to at the moment, and that's like the main reason she's going for it, because of that. She worries about even me because I am quite accident prone with my condition these days. I haven't really spoken much about my condition or my health in any great detail for a long time. I suppose maybe I ought to sometime document it. Personal update, that kind of thing. I might do. Some things I like to keep private though, do you know what I mean? But then I also think when you run a channel such as I do, it's good to let people, keep them informed as to what's going on. Gives them a greater appreciation for what you're going through, how difficult you find things. I've had to adapt. Sorry, I'm off screen now. I've had to adapt my way of painting due to tremors in my arms. That's a strange thing when it happens. It's I have to sort of trap my arm against the table in order to stop it doing it. It's it's quite bizarre. I like this XV88. So it's quite a nice. I think it's quite a nice aesthetic. I might put it. I might use this. Well, this basing scheme for other models in the set, possibly. Well, I'm going to grab the rest of the miniatures actually. I was speaking to a friend of mine last night on the phone. We reminisce about things, talk about the old days, etc. He used to come down when I was in Plymouth quite a bit. We used to do that in Mini Warzone there. We used to have a good time, talking about people from school, nostalgia trips, old computer games, bands, music, things we used to get up to as kids, just reminiscing, all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Sorry, I'm off camera again. That's, I get so used to having to hold a model in a certain way. Sorry. See, things like that, which, if you realise the problems I face, can make you a bit more understandable, a bit more forgiving as to why I do certain things. I've been doing a little bit of flock, I think, on these as well, just a tiny bit. I mean, once the bases are done, they're going to look sweet as a nut. We're up to 28 minutes, so it'll be about a half hour by the time I get these done on this stage. I might have to go into skin or something on my orcs. Goblins! And this is all going to be good for my daily updates, guys. It really is. There we go. 3 left. Trying to be ultra careful. This was a really cheap brush. It was in a set of really cheap brushes. This one, but it makes for a fantastic little dry brush. It really does. Anyway, be Wednesday tomorrow, hump day as they call it over here. I don't know if you have a similar thing in wherever you are, whatever part of the world you're in. Here in England, a lot of us call Wednesdays hump day. It's like you get to the middle of the week, you're going down the other side of the hump or the hill. Hump day. It's all downhill from there to the weekend. And next week, I've got a week off. Woohoo! Hoping to get a load of hobby done, or videos done. That week, I really want to sort out my miniatures into their boxes and, I don't know, just get some order. Some semblance of order to it all. Right, that'll do for me, son. Right, that is the dry brushing on the Army of the Dead done for that bit of it, and I think I'm going to leave it there on that, on them. I'll be happy fielding all that. Once the rims of the bases get done, they'll look fantastic. Yeah. Right. So, okay. Let's get some palette paper. Deaf Wild Forest. Yeah, and I'm going to use that for some skin. So there. Deaf Wild Forest. Right. Let's grab some of this. Just a little bit more. Proceed with some skin. That's what I'm going to do. Proceed at your own risk. Don't think there's much skin on these guys, to be truthful. Got an ear sticking out of his helmet here. I may have to change my glasses at this rate. I've got some slightly stronger ones. Let's put them there a minute. There's quite a few goblins. Definitely their ears stick out of the helmets they wear. This isn't easy actually. This more difficult than I thought. Because of the glasses, I need better glasses. If I wear the other glasses, I'll have to get closer to the model. That could make it even more crappy of a camera angle for you. Don't really want to be doing that, but anyway, we'll try it for a bit. Okay, so stronger glasses going on. Oh god, here we go. Right. Now I've got to try and work out. I think he is holding his dagger, sword, whatever you call it, with his bare hand. Yeah. World Forest, that's alright. It's not a bad colour for their skin, I don't think. That's 3 down. Do another one. Yeah, it's funny how their toes seem to be exposed. Yeah, goblins are like a sort of weaker variant of orcs, really. Quite a common foe in D&D of old. I know this isn't the best camera angle, but it's not the best lighting here either, to be honest. I'm hoping that can be remedied next week. There's a lot of these goblins, the archers. Yeah, my daughter was supposed to have been coming up at the weekend, but she's not now, which is a great shame. And I'm like, I was a bit disappointed when I heard that, but turns out she's won some VIP tickets to see some, I don't know, pop band or something or other. She's really excited about that, so you know, old fogies like us can't compete with that, eh? That's great. But she is coming up a week and after, I believe. So we'll catch up then. That's fine. Right, I'm just going to go back over my other ones I've done. Sorry, I might have missed a couple of patches of skin is all. Don't want to do that. Here we are. That's looking alright actually. I think this paint is going to naturally run out anyway, which is good, because it means I'll be able to change the colour of the skin naturally. Right, I'll just go straight at my leg a minute. Don't half hurt. These dudes with the spears, don't see much skin on them. Not on their faces anyway, not when they've got a helmet on. You get to see their ears, which is quite funny actually. Right. I'm sure I'll hear all about it when my wife's finished talking to our daughter. Catch me up on life in Plymouth. It's odd to think I don't live there anymore. Nicely odd though, I have to say. Right, so... Right. I've reached a point in my work where I'm thinking about working a life. And I'm thinking, I don't want to chase anything else. I just want to try and start slowing down now. Because I've reached a certain age, and two, physically, even working from home, it's just getting harder and harder. That's not to say I can retire, not for a long time yet, but, in the working life, though, I can certainly slow down, or at least I hope I can. Mustn't forget his toes. Mustn't forget his toes. Yeah, there we go. Right, it's a little bit more water, I think. Yeah, I don't have a lot of brilliant armour, goblins, because I suppose it's felt they're not worth it, really. They're a bit like cannon fodder, aren't they, goblins? Like that scene in one of the X-Men movies where Magneto says to Pyro, "In chess, the pawns go first." Okay. This is actually a good little update. 46 minutes in. I don't know whether I'll get them all done, but it's a bloody good update, I tell you. Cracking update for daily updates. I love doing them. They get a lot of traction, and I love doing them. I feel very grounded when I do them. Like I'm connected to the hobby again, The trouble is when you spend a lot of time away from your hobby, it kind of feels like you're out of the loop or something, I don't know. So I'm just concentrating on this dude's ear. Because it's small, it's finicky and it's fiddly. There we go. Actually, an easier one to do that. It's soon time to change the green, I think. Goblins are so small. How am I going to cope with 6mm, 5 and 15mm, guys? How? How am I going to do it? Tell me. I'm going to have to find a way. Right. Let's change it up a little bit. Battle dress green. Not going to be that much different, but I am going to shake it on the electric paint shaker. Been a while since I used this one. So it's a P3 paint. So I love the P3 paints. It's very similar. Deathworld Forest. It's the same, I think. I'll just use a little bit of it then. I want some little bit of variation. I don't think it's going to be different enough to notice. I mean, it's not exactly the same, but I really don't think it's different enough to be noticeable. Right. What are you guys working on right now anyway? Do let me know in the comments. Are you working on any projects? Anything big? Single model? What? Historical? Non-historical? Fantasy? Science fiction? Do tell. Also, question for you guys. Do you guys like resin miniatures in general, I mean? Or is it a no-no for you? I mean, I like metal miniatures and plastic miniatures. That's my preferred miniatures, metal and plastic. But you know, I don't know. I mean, some of the resin miniatures look fantastic when I've painted them up, but they're so flimsy. You know, you drop them, they break, things snap, and it's like, not enjoying that. Having to glue that back or whatever you. Yeah, not my scene, not my scene. You got exposed toes though, which is odd. Don't know why they do that. But then again, I don't know much about goblins, I'll be honest. I'm sure they got their reasons. I'm sure they got their reasons as to why. Oh dear, I don't know. Ooh, here we are. Sorry, it's a bit silent, guys, but really enjoying painting at the minute. This is an enjoyable and unexpected session, I have to say. It was most unexpected, but very, very welcome. Very welcome indeed. Right. How much time we got? Oh, on 54 minutes, guys. May have to wrap up soon. knowing I won't finish these is, you know, but it's not a bad chunk of models done. Not a bad chunk at all. Some of these models have lifted from their base here. But I can fix that by putting little rocks or grass under them or something of that nature. This dude's with a spear and he's got a helmet on. Yeah. I just want to get this. I want to get these goblins done so I can start playing the battle scenario with painted models. I'm going to do one. I'm going to do a video with the battle scenario regardless of whether they're finished or not. That was originally what I was going to do, just get them built, which would probably be more realistically akin to how it would have been back in the day. But you know, times have changed. Got to be a realist. I do like my painted models. It'd be nice to see. I mean, my Aragorn model's painted anyway. I'm not using the cutouts that are in the magazine because I'd have to wreck the magazine literally to do that. I don't want to do that. It would seem all my goblin models are going to have pretty much similar skin. That's fine, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. You know, it's going to have all different ones, but, you know, whatever. Whatever, guys. Doesn't have much skin on him anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like I'm going to have to be getting more paint out for these dudes. Although I hope I can get away with it. As in not having to use any more. Not because I'm tight, but because, well, I'm tight for time. And it takes time. Time is valuable. Rant a lot, don't I? Well, I go on a lot, don't I, about inane crap, really. That's part of what I do here, though, you know. This is why it's a therapeutic thing for me. It's very cathartic. It's sometimes I get things off my chest just because it's a good outlet. It's a good outlet. I know some people don't want to hear me moaning about stuff, but you know, I'm done being a people pleaser. I said that in one of my other videos, and I'll just talk about whatever I want to talk about these days. And that's it. You know, I have 4 left. I think I can do this. I think this is doable. we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Or I'm getting there. Hopefully you're getting there too with whatever projects you're working on. Wouldn't it be cool if you were doing the same thing I was? I'm sure you'd be doing a much better job than me, though. Right, this is sad. I've got 3 left. I'm still going to try and still think I might have enough just to finish off. Please let me have enough paint to do that. That would be awesome. This is good, this is good. There'll be 2 left after this one. 2. Oh yeah. Absolutely awesome. My plan will be to download this onto my Mac before I go to bed. That will be my plan. Which isn't a bad plan, is it really? I won't be editing it tonight though, definitely not. Probably not even till next week when I'm off, most likely. Oh yes. Oh yeah. End of the day, alright, I'm not trying to win any painting competitions here, so. Oh, can you believe it? The very last model just doesn't have enough paint. Well, there's not enough paint for the very last model. Nicely thinned though, but that's okay. His hands. This is good. Come on, son. It's going to get harder the further in I go with this because these areas that I'm painting, they're very small, yeah, and get the area that you got to paint is getting smaller and smaller with each pass. But by Jove, I think we've got it. I think we've got it. Oh yeah. So we don't have to be competition winning stands. There we do. We've got him. We've got him. We've got him. Oh, I am gonna take my glasses off first and then cut back to me. There. When I say I cut back to me, I always end up zooming in rather than zooming out. You know, doing it the wrong way. Do you do that? Very irritating. But that was enjoyable. Of got a load done in that episode. I got some dry brushing done on my Army of the Dead bases, on all of them. I finished off my Moria Goblins with the metal, and I did their skin, all of them, so I couldn't be happier. Thanks ever so much for watching. Let me know what you're working on. Remember, all brushes lead to war. I'll see you in another video and possibly another update. Bye for now. Bye bye.